Hey there, Marty Snyder with Splash and Go, and some dude who finished second at Dover, Alex Bowman, that is. So, hey, great run for you. I heard you say after the race, much needed, well-timed for the race team. Why was it so needed for the 88 team to get another good finish?
Yeah, I mean, just to keep the momentum rolling is really important. We had a pretty rough start to the year, so going to Talladega and finishing second after the off week was a kind of a good reset for us.
Yep.
But Talladega is its own kind of beast,
Sure.
right? It's a lot of luck. We were really fortunate. Everything kind of went our way throughout that race. So to go to Dover, one of the most difficult places we go, and have a great Nationwide 88 car and almost pull off a win, get to second was really cool. And especially to do it from the back, you know, that was it said a lot about our race team and our race car.
So what were the challenging moments of coming from the back to the front? I mean, you made it look easy, but it seemed like to me you were one of the few cars that could really run the top, and everybody else was stuck to the bottom of the track.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised by that. Throughout the race, I kind of just assumed that people weren't moving up because it's just really hard on the tires to move up. So I tried to kind of minimize time spent up there. But then looking back at things, we were kind of one of the only cars that could actually go fast up there. So I'd say the hard parts were traffic still.
Sure.
Once we got to the front, just the 19 was able to get away from us in traffic.
Right.
But you know, it was a lot of fun. I haven't had that much fun in a race car in a long time. So passing cars is always fun.
Well, there were moments where it looked like it was a lot of fun. Like you were darting in and out of cars, almost like you were just kind of doing whatever you wanted to do.
Yeah, I mean, I had a great race car. Greg just, I don't know, we didn't change much from practice. We changed a little bit. We weren't super fast in final practice, but it wasn't driving bad, and it turned into a really great race for us, and the car was a lot of fun to drive. So
I heard you say something after the race that the team sort of hit a reset button in the off week. Kind of what was that process of changing things up, if you will, because obviously it's worked. You mentioned Talladega is kind of its own thing, but it's worked. You know, it seems like it's worked so far.
Yeah, I don't really know what we did. I wish we could kind of pinpoint what that was or wasn't, just so we know for the future. But I stayed home on the off week. I didn't go on any vacations. I worked on my Chili Bowl cars pretty much the whole time and packed up my house because I moved the week after Talladega. So I didn't really do anything special. I don't think.
So there was no magical reset button then with the team itself and changing philosophies or anything like that?
No, not really. I mean, we were just, you know, we went to Talladega really confident. Anytime we go to a speedway at Hendrick Motorsports, we're super confident. So we knew we were going to have good speed, and we unloaded with a great handling race car there. And then going to Dover, we unloaded with another really good race car. So just being able to unload so close the last 2 weeks has been really good for us. But I don't know what the magic button was, but I'll take it for sure.
You mentioned how physical the race was at Dover. How much of a challenge was the 400 miles and the G-forces you guys had, which were way higher than you've ever had at Dover?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't horrible. You know, I'm trying to up my fitness game this year compared to previous years, so I think I'm in better shape than I've really ever been. I didn't feel bad until I got bored.
Wait, you were bored? When was that?
With like 25 to go, and the leader's got a 6-second lead on you, and you have 6 seconds to the guy behind you. You kind of just sitting there like, I can't catch him. They're probably not going to catch me. Like I don't really know what to do. So once you back off of running 100% and run 85%. You start thinking about things, and once race car drivers start thinking, typically good things don't happen.
Bad things happen at that point,
so I started thinking, and I'm like, oh, my shoulder kind of hurts. My neck kind of hurts. Man, how many laps do we have to go? Is this thing over yet? So no, it wasn't too bad until the very end there.
All right, so how do you take this momentum of back-to-back second place finishes and move it to Kansas? You know, a racetrack that's been not bad for you in the past.
Yeah, I mean, we got to go to Kansas and win, right? So that's the plan. It's one of my favorite places we go. It's a ton of fun. I think it's a place that can really showcase this new package, too. So, you know, it could be a really exciting race for the fans. But our cars are typically really good there. A lot of mechanical grip, which kind of suits Hendrick Motorsports as a whole, I think. And I'm really looking forward to getting there.
Has Hendrick Motorsports hit on something directionally, you think, as an organization that you can replicate moving forward that will lead to more success as a company?
I'd like to think so, yeah. You know, I think there are places that we still have a lot of work to do, but you know, we're so much closer than we were a couple months ago and throughout the year last year. So I'm enjoying driving these race cars. They're definitely headed in the right direction.
When you look at the mile-and-a-half game real quick, and we all kind of said, we're going to know who's good kind of later in the year than normal just because of the new package. How critical are these next 3 weeks to kind of learn, at Kansas, All-Star race is a little bit different, but then the Coca-Cola 600 to say, okay, here's who's going to be good at these next mile-and-a-halves through the summer and into the playoffs? Yeah,
I think Charlotte, we kind of have a better idea of how it's going to race. We were in the All-Star race with a similar package last year. Yeah. We went to Atlanta and Vegas and some similarly gripped racetracks. Kansas is kind of the unknown, right? So Kansas is kind of it's going to be somewhat like Texas, maybe give a hint at what Michigan's going to be like in the future. So they're really different places, and I feel like the package is going to create different results at those two racetracks, but I'm looking forward to it.
All right, so NASCAR America weekdays, 5 p.m. Eastern. Now, you promise you're going to come on when you win, right, on a Monday?
Yeah, on a Monday.
The Monday show, you got to be on NASCAR America if you win.
I'm going to be hungover.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. He's got a built-in excuse, but maybe soon that win coming for Alex Bowman. We'll get him on NASCAR America, don't worry.
Hey Motorsports fans, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe before you go for all the latest news and highlights across motorsports.